Okay, this orange Scracrowe that I'm doing right now is for a social project, media project, or the question is that's being displayed is, do I think that the Youth Criminal Justice Act of Canada should be harsher on youth than it already is? And before I did any research on this, I knew that there was a YCJA, but I didn't know like really the details about it. So I did think that it should be harsh even before research, because I knew it wasn't very harsh. And well, I heard stuff on the news where like murderers who were like my age, like, 14, 15, 13, around there, didn't get very harsh sentences, and it kind of bothered me. And like, these kids get counseling, and which is great. Counseling is great, like work it out, but you still need to get some kind of time in jail, or like don't just let them get away with going to this counselor every week and helping them with their issues. They're still messed up, which is okay if they get counseling, but they need more than just that. They need to get some kind of thing that makes them think of what they just did. So yeah, and so I had to, for social, I had to go into research. And when I did, I found a lot of stuff that I didn't know before. So this one website that I found was called CanadaFreePress.com, and there was an article which was named YCJA is Institutionalized Insanity. So I was kind of intrigued by this, and the writer was, if I can pronounce his name right, Klaus Roerich, and this is a man that, after reading this and looking at his bio, I totally agree with, because some of the stuff he said was bang on what I thought. And he might not be like a lawyer, but he has many, according to the article, he has many lawyer friends, or friends that are in the legal system, and he's been to a few youth courts. Like, he's been in them to watch trials and stuff. And he lives in Ontario, so it might be a little bit different than being here in Western Canada, but I don't think it will be that much of a difference with youth crimes. But some of the stuff he said, like, one thing that really caught my eye was that he said that Canada has a legal system that's being confused with a justice system, which is a pretty big statement to say about, Canada's justice system, that it really isn't that just. It's, I guess, legal, which is kind of different. But he believes, and so do I, that it needs to be a lot harsher on youth. I personally believe that at the age where you can do a serious crime, if you know you did something wrong, if you're 9 or 10, I knew if I was 9 or 10 and I committed a murder, I know that I committed a murder. I wouldn't be like some stupid, hello, oh, did I do that? No. I wouldn't be like that. And I wasn't necessarily over mature at that age. So I find it retarded that these kids are getting away with, community service and counseling, which I said is good, but you need more than that. Even if you're 9 or 10, you should be able to be charged with an adult sentence when you commit a crime that serious. The YCJA does a good job at sentencing minor crimes, like theft under, I don't know, $5,000, or like other crimes. But if it's in any case a murder or a very serious vandalism crime, I think they should be automatically charged with it as an adult. Personally, it makes me very angry how these people, they get away with stuff and they just do it again. Because hey, I'm only gonna get community service. It's not that bad. It could be grueling work, but still, compared to, like, if you do a murder, you should definitely be in jail for sure, like in a maximum security, I think. Because you're old enough, when you're old enough to commit a murder, you're old enough to get charged for it, I think. even if you're 9 or 10 and you commit a murder, jail for sure. It's not like the kid was like oblivious to what he just did. That's what makes me angry. The thing about Canada Free Press was I got a lot of this info from. It is a conservative biased website, I believe. So because of that, I tried to look for something a little bit more, the opposite of what Canada Free Press was talking about. And I found some stuff by the John Howard Society, which I believe is based in Alberta, I think, maybe, possibly, I think so. But it was like completely opposite of what this guy was talking about. They said it should be less harsh on youth. And I read it open-mindedly, a lot of the stuff, and yeah, so they actually believe that that being charged with adult sentences should be even more rare than it already is. It is rare to get adult sentences, but they want it to be even less, which I was like, okay then, so you want 13-year-old people who have committed murder to get less than what they already get, which is not even that much. So I read it open-mindedly, I'll take in as many ideas as I can get from this, but I still felt like, this is retarded. Are you kidding me? But yeah, so I thought about that, and that made me kind of angry. But before the research, I had kind of the same mindset, like it should be harsher, but after it totally brought it to a way higher degree of thinking on this. I went from being, yeah, I think it should be harsher, to being, it should be harsher. Like this YCJA needs to be changed. It needs to be a lot more harsh on, I would try to get amendments on when there should be adult charges. I think if it's a second or first degree murder by a youth, it should be automatically an adult sentence. Or if it's a severe vandalism crime, I think it should be adult sentence. But anything else like minor, I think it's doing a job of for sentencing, but that really made me angry. So yeah. The comparison from my opinion now, which I already kind of just went over, to what it was at the start of this chapter in this textbook, I was very minimal. I had very minimal knowledge on this subject. Like, we didn't really learn about it in any other year until now, about the Youth Criminal Justice Act, which did come into effect in 2003, so it's fairly new. But I was kind of like, yeah, I don't really know about it, but I'm pretty sure they're doing a good job. But when my teacher made my whole class go into deeper detail by looking on computers and stuff on the internet, it made me just totally rethink the thing, the YCJA, and it actually made me get really angry. Actually, when I came home from school one day, I was actually like really angry inside after some of the stuff I read about it. I was like, this is crap. But it's retarded. Kids are getting off with way too much. Counseling is great. Counseling can really help a lot of stuff. But when it comes to that certain degree of crime, like first degree murder or like severe vandalism, they should be charged with an adult sentence, and a very hefty adult sentence. I personally think they know what they did. They're not oblivious to what they did, and that really makes me angry. So yeah, this is my oral presentation of this subject, and if there's anybody else who watches this video and has a different aspect or perspective on this, please respond to it. I would love to see your videos of what you think, but this is what I think. So yeah, I think it should be way harsher than it already is, and that's my final answer.